We begin with the Canadian Broadcast Corporation, which is a little bit upset because Elon Musk dared to say on their Twitter profile what they are, which is state-funded media. 69% state-funded was actually what Elon went with.
Nice.
Well, this is not going over well. Look at what the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, had to say.
He runs to American billionaires, the tech giants that they continue to defend in committee. Conservatives are always there to defend them. So when they're trying to attack a foundational Canadian institution, the fact that he has to run to American billionaires for support to attack Canadians says a lot.
Okay. So they're all worked up. You know, Elon's just telling the truth on this one. Let me give you some of the numbers. If you look at their financial report from 2022, they got $1.24 billion from the government. Wow. I mean, that's a lot of money. And $651.4 million from advertising. You tell me what kind of business it is, right? I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. And you see, when it's a government-funded media organization, I'm sure you have some very well-meaning journalists there, but look, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You got $1.24 billion coming in from the state. Chances are you're doing a lot of the state's bidding, aren't you? I mean, this is just reality, and it's worth having that transparency. Why shouldn't we know this? We see something that comes from the CBC, and this way we know this is an organization that is funded by the government, primarily funded by the government. So they have their bias, right? And I have mine. And by the way, I tell you every day who I am sponsored by. Do I not? That information is there for you to see in the interest of transparency.
This is a rather shameless promotion.
So why would the CBC be so offended that anybody just point out what you might find if you actually went and read through their financial reports? I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous to get this all up in arms about the truth. Now, isn't it? You see, when an organization is funded by the state, it doesn't quite have the same pressure, shall we say, as an organization that is funded by consumers or advertisers. In other words, this is not a for-profit company, and so it has different goals. It has different motivations. It's worth knowing that when you consume its product as a viewer. And hey, there's nothing wrong with it, right? As long as you know where they're coming from. I mean, they may have different pressures and you may appreciate that, but you should know that this is kind of the Canadian view of things because it's funded by the Canadian government.
The government in this town is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
We've joked about whether or not Twitter was really for profit. I mean, you wonder, right? When you think about some of the things that were going on, a lot of the things that were going on, Elon Musk just admitting that advertisers couldn't even use specific search terms in the algorithms to target certain customers. I mean, this is like basic stuff. I don't know a lot about the internet, but I know even for SEO purposes, you actually want to have certain words in things if you're going to try and target that particular customer. I mean, this is basic stuff. And yet they weren't doing it. I mean, did they not have any decent engineers? He's just blown out most of the staff there. I mean, they're reduced to kind of a bare bones operation.
You're all fired.
But hey, maybe they might actually even become more profitable with that bare bones operation. These things are basic, but I'll tell you this, and I think he said it. If you're not interested in making money, if you're just interested in having this vanity project for yourself or for the government, then you're not really caring about things like being able to target customers for your advertisers. Maybe you're not even caring about advertisers. I think that's what we've learned with Twitter, and we're about to learn a whole lot more.